Okay, now let's get introduced to the AI agents. So, what is an AI agent? The textbook definition for this is that an AI agent is a system that can perceive its environment, take actions, learn from experience, and achieve specific goals without human intervention. But practically speaking, you can consider an AI agent to be powered by an LLM. It has memory and it has access to external tools, and it also interacts with the external environment and takes some actions, uh, and then it gets some feedback. So this definition of the LLM, like it accomplishes all the characteristics that it has. So basically the LLM can make decisions on its own, so it has autonomy is the keyword here. So uh, and it is also going to take feedback from the external environment, stores it in memory, and yeah, so so you can consider practically as an agent to be powered by an LLM. It has memory and tools, and then it takes some actions and acts based on feedback that it has received. So, so to better understand, like what is an AI agent? So here is an example of, say, a single prompt and an agentic pattern. So here, say on the left, you see like you are chatting with the ChatGPT. So if you say that you make a prompt saying that explain the definition of economics, give the definition of economics. So it is going to respond to you with say the definition of economics is this. So this is basically a single prompt pattern. But if in the case of agentic pattern, you can ask a question like give me the top five important emails for the day. Okay. So now what the LLM is going to do is it's going to make an external tool call. So here it's going to call an extra email service API to get all the mails for get all the mails for the day. Then it is going to autonomously decide like what mails are important, and then it is going to notify the user. So you can see like in this second pattern, there's a call to the external tool, and there is also a there's also an autonomous decision that is happening. So this is what is called as an like a agentic pattern. Now you can ask the question like, how is it different from say a software automation? Say you can write a some software to do this particular thing, right? How is it different from what an AI agent does? So that is true. For example, you can write a software to actually like do this. So in this case, if you're automating this with software, what you will do have to do is you will have to like write the code for every detail. So you will have to, it's basically like all the details that you have to code it out. Say for example, if you want to decide on what mails are important, you have to write a sort function, a priority function, how to prioritize. So every logic you have to code it out completely. So that is a software driven automation where the rules have to be like spelled out in every detail. But in the case of, say, an agentic pattern, all you have to do is that you can give a very high level instruction to the LLM, saying that make the tool call to get the mails, and then and then decide what mails are important based on my historical activity and notify me. And if you just give an instruction like this, the LLM is going to figure out all of it by itself, and then it is going to notify you. So this is basically automation at a different level. You can consider that it's an automation at a different level because you are relying on the LLM to do most of the figuring out the details part. So that's how the AI agent is going to be different. And so there is a lot of excitement on the AI agent part. Now we surveys show that three-fourth of companies are starting on AI agents, and there is like a lot of demand also on AI agents. There are some prominent here is some prominent quotes from these prominent people. So there's a quote from Bill Gates saying that. AI agents are going to change the way we interface with computers. So just as previously we were only using, say, keyboard, and then GUI came, and then it changed the way we interacted with computers. So similarly, agents are going to change the way we interact with computers. That's Steve Jobs. That's some Bill Gates quote. Then we have a quote from Mark Zuckerberg, which say who is he says that every business will need an AI agent. So so basically, he's saying that the number of agents will be like more than the number of people in the world, because every business is going to make use of multiple agents. Yeah, so there's a lot of interest on AI agents, and how to build AI agents is really an useful skill for us to learn. Now, coming to how to build the AI agents, now you have, so this is a rough application stack, how an AI agent application stack will look like. At the bottom, you will have the deployment infrastructure like cloud or some hardware infrastructure, over which your foundation models like DeepSeek and Gemini or GPT-4, any foundation models that's going to run. Or that you will have a database for vector embedding databases, which is going to store embeddings, because embeddings are basically needed to convert images to a numerical form, right? So images and text to numerical form. So you will need vector embedding databases. You will have some kind of memory to store context, some external tools, which can be anything, like email service API or web search API, some kind of external tools. You will also use agent workflow orchestration tools. One is like Crew AI, which is basically to define the coordination between multiple agents. So that's the agent workflow orchestration. You'll see Crew AI in the subsequent section of this presentation. Then you will also need agent observability tools. Agent observability is required because like when the LLM is making a decision, you want to understand why the LLM made the decision afterward. So which is very important. Like say you want to explain for explainability purposes, right? So it's going to be very important. So there are a lot of agent observability tools that are coming to the market, and so you will also have that. Then you will also use some kind of guardrails. So guardrails are important because so the LLM can go off track, right? Say for example, in the chatbot, suppose that the chatbot is using some kind of swear words, it's going to be a problem, right? So or some other, it's generating text that is not, it's starting to hallucinate, and then we don't want that to be shown to the user. So these guardrails come in, where it places some kind of like before it's shown to the user, there's a kind of check to make sure that it's all it is not going off track. So those are the guardrails. And then above that, you're going to have app or UI integration tools like Streamlit, which is going to show, which basically like interfaces with the user. Okay, so this is an AI agent app stack. So there are a lot of tools coming into the market for creating all these. Like there are a lot of tools coming to the market for, say, agent observability, for workflow orchestration, etc., etc. So now we will just see how to create a AI agent with a no-code tool called N8N. Here, what I'm going to show you is that a simple AI agent, how you can do using a no-code tool. Okay, so N8N is basically for creating workflows, but now it is used for creating AI agents. So let me show a demo of it. Okay. So this actually is you can use this N8N tool for 15 days for free, and after that you have to pay. There are also a few other tools that are available, which is like Gumloop, which you can like explore. Okay, so now here I have a like a workflow that's I have already created. So you can it's basically like if there's an inbuilt chat window here. So whenever a chat message is received, it is going to pass it on to the next node, which is an AI agent. Here you can see that the AI agent is made up of like say an LLM, some buffer memory, Indo buffer memory, and SERP API. SERP API is search API, Google Search API. So that's a tool that it's using. So say suppose that I type in here, say something. Okay, now you can see how the node is getting executed. So when the chat message is received, it is going to make a call to the OpenAI chat model, and then it is getting a response, and it's showing, hello, how can I assist you today? Now let me type something else here, which will make the SERP API call. Okay, so I'm going to say, give me the top 5 restaurants in Bangalore. So now it's going to like get this, um, and it's also, yeah. So you can see how the node is getting executed. It's also made a call to the SERP API also, and then it is going to it's showing me few restaurants in Bangalore. Yeah. So yeah, you can see how this is going to be very useful. Now you can basically replace node, this particular node where an inbuilt chat window, right? So you can replace it with a WhatsApp chat. You can also, instead of WhatsApp chat, you can also replace it with some kind of a speech recognition agent, right? So then it's basically like you can in WhatsApp or in any kind of app, you basically talk to it, and then and the agent is going to do the task that you ask it to do. So so this is going to be very useful for us. So you can build a personal assistant, you can build a like a appointment booking agent or a customer service agent. So a lot of possibilities are there. I suggest you explore further on this. Okay. So yeah, that is all I had for this brief introduction of AI agent. So we saw what is an AI agent is. We saw how AI agent is different from traditional software. We saw about AI agent application stack, and we saw how to build a small, simple AI agent with N8.